Once you've figured out where everything lives in your new school, the next challenge is getting a handle on your actual caseload. Having a list of student names is not the same thing as knowing what needs your attention. You need to know things like who has a meeting coming up, which evaluations are due, where are you missing information, which students have something that needs follow-up right away. That's why one of the first systems I build is a caseload dashboard. It gives me one place to see the whole caseload at a glance. I can't see every detail about every student, but it's enough information to see what's coming, what's missing, and what I need to act on. All right, let me show you what it looks like. This is my caseload dashboard. So it has all of the important information that I can see at a glance about my students. I'm going to start with the initials. I usually just put student initials on this, and then basic information. So we've got JM here. He's in grade 4. I am his case manager, and he has a specific learning disability. He sees me for reading, and he comes to me 5 times a week for 30 minutes. Then I have the review dates on here. So his annual review and his reeval date. And you might notice that these 2 dates do not match up. That happens sometimes. Kids, the evaluations just get out of sync. The advantage of having this all on one line is I can notice that and I can make some decisions. Maybe I want to move the reevaluation date up so that it starts to coincide again with his annual review. But maybe there's a reason that we want to wait until November to do it too. So that will be a question that I have, and I'm going to want some more information before I know which way to go. But the important thing is I know that those dates are there and I know that they're mismatched. And so it's something that I'm aware of in plenty of time to gather the information I need to make the decisions that I want to make. I'm also going to add that JM gets speech services and who that provider is so I can remember who I need to talk to, and the current priorities. So when I look at his IEP, maybe I notice that the fluency data is kind of thin. So that's something that I need to hit right away. So I'm going to make a note of that. You might not have a priority right off the bat, or you might be guessing if you don't know the student, and that's okay. You fill out what you can. And then I'm going to look at the next action. So again, this might be blank at the start of the year, or it might be a guess. But in this case, let's pretend that I have some data and I know that he has a weekly probe coming up. And then the last piece of it is going to be the status. So for JM, maybe I have a couple concerns or I'm not really sure. So I'm going to say watch. And that means I want to keep an extra eye on him. But maybe he is doing well. I might have a student who's totally on track. So I'm going to say on track. And that means that they're well on their way to hit their goals or doing what I expect. Or if I feel like there's action needed, maybe there's something that we need to change, or there's a meeting coming up and I can select those as well. And that just color codes to let me at a glance see, oh, I've got some reds or I've got some purples, and I know I need to do something with that. So this caseload dashboard gives you that really nice at a glance view of your caseload. I usually do this at the start of the year so that I get everything on one page. And then usually monthly, I will do a monthly caseload review where I'm checking my due dates and just kind of seeing what's going on. Every now and then I might bump that up to weekly if I have something that I feel is like a higher needs caseload, or if I know that I've got a lot of due dates coming up and I want to keep an eye on those. But for the most part, you can do this at the start of the year and then on a monthly cycle. The important thing here is that your dashboard does not have to be complete before it becomes useful. You won't have all the information at first. When you first start to build it, some of the most valuable information may be the things that you can't fill in yet because you haven't met the kids. Those blank spaces tell you where you need to follow up. So once you've entered everything you already know, look for the holes. Turn those missing pieces into a follow-up list and work through them one at a time. Now you have a system for seeing what's happening across your whole caseload. But a dashboard gives you the big picture. You still need a way to quickly access the most important information about each individual student. So that's what we're going to build next with a student snapshot. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and tell another special ed friend if this is useful. I'm curious, what are you most worried about when it comes to managing your caseload? let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'm Dr. Kathy White.